I was there when Shooter Jenny wound a sound like a cassette. I watched Jamie Johnson cut You Can't Cash My Checks. Back then, Ratty Jason Cope was running Shine Sunset to Vine, picking songs with Leroy Powell, making redneckisms rhyme. I guess now everyone knows Cousin Dave, but he's been around a while, proving simple truths in music, they just don't go out of style. It's hard to tell it when you're in it, sometimes the moment's too profound. But if I had to bet my money, that's when country came back to town. Right after that, I moved to Nashville, and most of Broadway's stars wanted to be Cody Canada, Ryan Bingham, or Hayes Carl. They seemed too cautious to commit, so they surrendered to the game. But nobody sang like Brandy Carlisle or wrote like Nikki Lane. But you couldn't deny it was lost, or how it would be found. But when Sturgill climbed high top mountain country, came back to town. Beyond the pickups and the back roads, you could almost hear it play, though it was softer than a whisper through the pines. Some said never left, some say that it got saved, some say like everything, it changes over time. Well, all I know for certain is I'm glad I was around when country came back to town. Oh, when country came back to town. As the divide grew even greater between commerce and art, folks like Miranda Lambert kept a beat inside his heart, right along with Chris and Morgan and Case and Musgraves too. What took the world so long to catch on for us was nothing new. But by the time the torch was passed and the hatchet was laid down, Music Row had nearly burned to ash when country came back to town. Beyond the pickups and the back roads, you could almost hear it play, though it was softer than a whisper through the pines. Some said never lived, some say that it got saved, some say like everything, it changes over time. Well, all I know for certain is I'm glad I was around when country came back to town. Oh, when country came back to town. Now here we are 18 years later with a list a mile long. Names like Childers, Jinx, Price, and Whitey, Hood, Shook, Cook, Calden, and Cone. Lord knows it's hard to name them all. Hell, right off the top of my head is Belle-Edie, Patton, Moon Pie, Turnpike, Coulter, and Crockett. And I won't be stopping, no name dropping, till history books echo the sound of all the folks who saddled up and drove country back to town. Oh, back to town.